So this feels quite surreal because it feels like when Marvel meets DC or the Champions League final, because I've got literally two huge Eurovision icons in front of me looking very intimidating. But it is Käärijä and Baby Lasagna. Hi, boys.
Hi.
Hi.
It is so nice to see you because we've met a couple of times, but you together, it's like the forces have united.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about this companionship, and finally it took place. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad the world still exists because you never know, if you'd come together, the world could have exploded. But you are here. We're going to talk about Eurodab. We're going to talk about the grand final. This is the official Eurovision Song Contest podcast. So boys, welcome back. Käärijä, how are you?
Hey, I'm very fine and happy. But my outfit, like, it's very hot, very hot.
It looks
now
very
I'm
hot.
naked because you know I need the fresh air.
We're gonna keep it a bit of a surprise, but all I can say is it's how would we describe it without giving it away?
I don't know.
Hot.
Maybe hot.
Yeah.
You can try if you want.
Multifunctional. You could use this for lots of other different reasons.
Yes.
Should we say that?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Yeah, that's it.
And Marco, yours is a little bit more, I would say, you could use that in the rain.
Yeah, and it's more plasticky, I think. Käärijä is more fabricy and mine is plasticky.
So for people that are listening to this after the grand final, they will know exactly what we're talking about. When did this beautiful relationship start? When did you first meet? Can you remember?
I think first was like last year, the Eurovision. You remember the Amsterdam?
Yeah,
that was the first time you gave my say hi to me backstage.
Yeah, I came and asked him if I could just come and say hi. But before that, he was in front of a hotel, and I was also in front of a hotel, but I put my hoodie on and turned my back to him because I was social anxiety didn't want me to just hi. So
he tried to hide me.
Yeah, you were shy, basically.
Yeah.
I hid from him, but Amsterdam last year.
Yeah, that's when I last saw you,
Exactly.
Marco. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm guessing that ever since you performed in Malmö, lots of people have been wanting this collaboration to happen, right? Do you get lots of messages?
Of course. I think like the Eurovision people, they are happy, and I think of course other people, you know.
Yeah, I mean we're also happy, but to be honest, there's been so much of an explosion ever since we announced that we are doing it together. It's been just huge, unmatched by anything that I've done or seen so far in Eurovision kind of world, because people have been begging for it for a long time, and now we got it, and we're happy.
I couldn't believe it either. I was shocked as well. And I'm in the Eurovision world. The song is Eurodab, right? So how was the process? What was it like working together on it?
I remember the first when we started planning if we try to do something together, and I remember you sent the one like a demo and like Rammstein vibe, like metal things, and of course I'm okay, maybe that's the way. But then I think we started thinking about it like because people, of course we do the metal song, you know, and that was the reason why I want to do something different, and maybe you too, like a surprise, you know,
something we wouldn't expect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wanna be that guy.
Yeah.
And of course with this guy.
And it's out, and the reaction's been amazing, hasn't it?
Yeah, this is actually the first song that has come out of my release, and it's been out for I don't know how many hours, and I haven't seen a single bad comment about it. Which this is the first time that I ever there's always, you know, between 1,000 comments you find one that's just sticking out, but this I haven't seen a bad one, so I'm really surprised actually. Not that the song is bad, but there's always haters, you know, so it's something special, I think.
Yeah. But I hope that we get like a haters comment, because then we know the song is going like high.
Yeah, after Saturday, we're gonna get them. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
I know.
When they see our suits and
Yeah,
everything.
but now we have to just enjoy this moment.
At the moment, they can't see anything. They just listen, and then they see.
Yeah.
We're recording this just after your first rehearsal. How did it go? We don't want to give away too much of a surprise, but how did it feel being back on the stage?
I feel great because this year for me it's more like I don't do many gigs this year and concert, and I have a little break, 4 months or something. Of course, I do a lot of music and that kind of things, but not any the gigs. And it's so nice to be back here, and we have amazing show, and we both are. I think we are very proud what we have here.
Exactly, and for me it's the same. I think I finished my tour just now, but nothing hits the same as Eurovision stage. It's the biggest stage in Europe and maybe the world, depends on what we're talking about. But I just love being on the stage with Jere, because there's a moment that you look into his eyes and you see that he's just having fun, and then everything kind of fades away and you can just see two dudes vibing and you forget about everything, just and it's just fun, and you can see the true emotion in his eyes. So yeah.
And there's no pressure on you, Marco, this year.
Yeah, it's so relaxing. Oh, I can't describe it. I've been talking about it for the whole week.
You both know what everyone is going through, but there must be something nice about not having to have the pressure of winning, competing. You can just enjoy yourself.
I can't even describe the feeling that you can just walk around these hallways and just be, it's gonna be, and you don't have to think about anything. The only thing you have to think about, hey, when's the next rehearsal or whatever, what should I eat now, or whatever. It's so relaxing, and the stress of competition is gone, and just the beautiful things now stay with you, and it is just company and the privilege to step on that stage again. So it's amazing with this dude here.
Thank you.
Do you feel like royalty when you're here, when you're walking around? Do people look at you like you're the kings?
Not something like that.
Yeah.
kind of. But still, I think we have the us legs, they are
on the floor,
on the ground.
Yeah, because this is big family, and I hope all the best to every artist who come here, because this is very big school.
Yeah.
It's everybody a normal people. I just wanna say, if you wanna try. It's so funny, and you met a lot of good people, and but of course a lot of press and stress and that kind of.
But it's good that you're having fun. But go back 2 years, Käärijä, and I remember how everyone was getting on. All the bands were there. There was really good vibes, and I never got from you any bad vibes. You're always such a nice guy, and you still are. And you too, Marco. This is a big family, and people will always welcome you into it. And I'm guessing that you do feel that love from everybody, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we do. And as Jere said, it's true that it's nice the tap on the backs that you get when you walk around these hallways, a great job for the last year. And it's always, but I think that's the opportunity for us to show to be humble and to be good people and not to be divas. So we're just enjoying ourselves, and it's perfect.
Käärijä, did you watch him last year? What did you think of Baby Lasagna's performance?
Of course, I was Baby Lasagna, and I get a lot of messages is that you or something? And I'm no, it's different song. Of course, there's a lot of same elements, but hey, that's the music. I was in Rammstein and that kind of things.
Yeah.
And I remember there's one TikTok or something, somebody write there you stole Käärijä's song or something, and I write, this is not the same.
That was the best thing in the last year's Eurovision. I felt so encouraged and so happy, because I was still on Dora, and everybody was trying to provoke me that I copied Käärijä, and the song that I wrote was written before Eurovision 2023. And there was one TikTok or whatever, and Käärijä commented, I love this Croatian crazy song, same vibe, not the same song. And I was like, thank you so freaking much. That meant world to me, because if the boss says, hey, this is not copy paste, it's just same kind of genre of music, and if you don't listen to it, you don't hear the differences.
If it was copy paste, it wouldn't have come second.
I also think so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like songs come first, second, third because they are amazing. And I remember being in the arena, seeing you, Marco, last year, and getting the goosebumps. The same as you, Käärijä. You could feel a moment in the audience, and even when you look it back on YouTube, you feel that audience. I don't know, it's like something extraterrestrial. You're on stage, but there's this atmosphere as well.
And that was the last year my favorite song, the Baby Lasagna song. Yes, I love it. I just listen to what did he say. You know? What that mean?
Ask him, what does it mean?
No, it's nothing.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I love it.
It's funny.
But you know, like people can every time like say. You do me or somebody do the humorist music kind of that things, but it's not humorist, you know. I don't know what is the humorist music. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Sometimes I think why people wanna say that is the second place. That's humor.
It's just a good song.
Exactly.
Käärijä, you've got two friends at Eurovision this year. You've got Tommy Cash representing Estonia, and your Eurovision wife, Erika Wigman.
My wife.
How is your Eurovision wife?
I think she's very good, and she's amazing. I have to say, you know, we have a good the lady there, and I hope all the best to Erika, because she's not only artist. She's my good friend, and I hope people see that she is more than artist.
Do you get moments where you and her just can be alone and talk and give advice and just be there for one another?
Yeah, of course. I remember like 2 months ago or something, Erika comes to my house and we talk a lot, and I just try to help and to keep my what I remember my year. How can I say? This is like a life school.
Yeah.
And I think we can't say what you have to do. We never know what you have inside here, and everybody have own style, how they can keep focus and that kind of.
And it's just nice for her to have a friend here. And then Tommy, we were talking about Tommy on the podcast. We were talking about you on the podcast. He's a big fan. I saw that you were protected by Tommy Cash Security, TCS. Again, you've done a song with him as well.
Of course, and Tommy, for me, I watching Tommy YouTube channel and the music videos many years ago, and I remember when I talked with my the producer guy, the name is Allu. Someday we had to do something with this guy. And I remember I was in, is that the Maldives? Is that Male?
Yes.
Yeah. The island. And I just watching my phone, and that was my first holiday after the Eurovision. And I watching a phone, and there is a Tommy Cash just, hey, can we do something?
You just messaged?
Yeah. And I'm okay. Tommy really wants to do something.
The Tommy Cash.
Yes.
It wasn't fake Tommy Cash.
Exactly.
It was the real one. Blue tip.
Exactly.
He's smashing it on stage.
Yes.
You know? He's
crazy guy.
And he has the longest tie in the world.
Yes.
We all want it. It's the grand final, right? Let's go back to your memories. Marco, what was the day of the grand final like for you? Can you remember how you felt?
Well, everything's kind of mixed up in the sense that we were spending so much time in the same kind of rooms, and everything gets tied together in your mind. But I just remember leaving the backstage for the last time, going and knowing, okay, this is the last time that I'm going to walk through this hallway, climbing up the stairs. And I was just trying to stay in the moment, because I know I won't do this again, in a sense that you probably won't do that again, because, and nothing, just being present in the moment and just trying to soak everything in. I didn't think about it too much. I just did it, and I was trying to just be present and do the best job that I can. And it was pretty emotional. And I remember just when they said that Nemo won, I was so relieved and happy, in a sense that it was over and I get to go home. And when I got home, it was like, what I'm gonna do now. No, I'm kidding, but everything was perfect that day, and so far it's going the same way here. So just chilling.
Both of you were in the position where I said this to John's Tears, who's here he was in Switzerland a couple of years ago. You're both there in the split screen at the final, you know, with you with Loreen and you with Nemo. That's a position that I can't imagine the stress that it must be, because you've got the camera in your face, right? And do you have to practice what kind of face you're going to do, whatever the result is? Can you remember it? Like,
I remember that right now, of course, like very good. But I remember because for me, when we made the song Cha Cha Cha, I just thinking about it. Now I go to win Eurovision, not just I wanna go there and get new friends. No, I just first thing was I wanna win, and I tell like everybody, the Finnish people, I'm the guy who win, you know, and this is not normal. I'm not like a normal Finnish guy. The Finnish people, they are more like, okay, I go there, I want to win. And then I'm, the disappoint when the camera come and Lauren and me, we are both there. And the guy say the Lauren's name, and I'm just going to cry on toilet. And, everything's coming out like a not bad way, but the exploding.
It's like all the emotion that's been there for weeks.
And I remember I was really sad, and I feel like I'm nothing, you know. But after that, of course, I started thinking like more okay, that's maybe good.
And look what you've done since, you know. It's like all the gigs you've done. I've been to see you at a gig in London. You've got all these new fans that you had before, and it's given you like all these opportunities and stuff.
Of course, and that's why I love music, and that's why this is my like home to Eurovision, to music. I love go to studio. I love to make the gigs. That's why it's no matter like a money or famous. Just why, because this is like lifestyle.
Do you feel a bit of that, Marco?
No, not just a bit of it. I feel everything, and a lot of people ask me in Croatia, so now that the hype is gone, are you gonna try something else? And I was like, I've made music since I was 9, and music is the only thing that I know how to do, and I've been doing music when nobody listened to it, and I've been doing music when they had 100 views, literally 100, not 100,000.
100?
Yeah, 100 views, and I put out the next video and got 50 views, so even less, and it didn't matter. You have that urge and that needs to create and to do music. So everything comes back to it. So I can lose everything and all the crowds, and I will still do music.
Marco, I have to ask. I always ask you, how are the cats? Are they all right?
Yeah, they're perfect. Thank God.
Boys, it's so good to see you both. It's like family reunion time, isn't it? And you know, I think the Eurovision stage would be a little less brighter if you two weren't on it. So thank you so much for coming back, and I hope everyone enjoys Eurodab. And finally, Käärijä one corner, Baby Lasagna in the other corner. Let's watch the sparks fly.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Europe!
Europe! Thank you so much.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you.